Hi, my name's Holly. I'm a mixed media artist and printmaker from Hertfordshire in the UK. I use my gel plate in a lot of my art, and one of the things I love doing with it is using it to do botanical gel printing. So pressing different leaves or plants that I find and then printing with them. And today I want to show you a technique that I've just started to use where I print on top of collaged pieces, but it's about building up layers onto the pieces of paper. So I will show you how to do that. If that interests you, then stick around. So I've got this little A6 piece of card here, and it's quite a thick card. You probably need something a little bit thicker rather than just copier paper. And what I'm going to do to begin with is collage some different papers onto it. Now, the things that I've gathered together here are quite neutral colours, so you don't want it to stand out too much through the gel printing that you're going to put on top. So I've got old books that I use in my gel printing, in my collage. I've got pages, collage paper pages. I've got elements that these I've photocopied from stickers that I bought. But I don't want them to be shiny like the stickers, so that's why I've done that. I've also got like text, old looking text that you can use, and you can also use some like neutral gel prints, maybe some that have got a bit of texture in them like this. So if you watch, then I'll show you how I collage them together. Okay, so now I've got most of the pieces that I want to use on my collage. I'm just going to stick them all down. I'm actually going to use this matte fluid medium Liquitex paint to glue all my items down. So yeah, I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so that's the first layer finished. I just need to let that dry before I can do the next layer. Okay, for the next stage, you're going to need your gel plate. I've got I think it's slightly smaller than, I think it's a 3x5, slightly smaller than A5 gel plate here, because my what I'm going to print on is only this size, which is A6, so I don't need it to be too much bigger. And I've got some green paint, so you want something that's not too dark for this stage. So I'm just going to put a little bit of green paint on my plate. Always say don't use too much paint, and then I'm just going to roll it out with my roller. Just get rid of that little bit there. Now, because acrylic paints dry quite quickly, you do need to work quite fast, so sometimes it's a good idea to have all the leaves laid out to one side ready to use. So you'll need some leaves for this part. I'm going to use these. They're called perennial peas, a bit like sweet peas. I'm just going to lay them out across my plate like this. Like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to place my collaged paper down onto the plate like this. Just place it in the middle of the plate so it's all covered. And then because it's slightly, the plate is slightly bigger than it, you just might want to use a bit of scrap paper just to put on top of it to smooth it down. You just want to make sure that that collaged paper doesn't move at all. And just smooth it down with your hands. It shouldn't take too long. I always smooth it down with the palm of my hand, 'cause I think the palm of your hand like warms up the paper and therefore sort of dries the paint onto your paper. Okay, pull that back. And then if you want to have a little sneak peek at the corner just to make sure it's done what you wanted it to. And I think it pretty much has, yeah. So what you're looking for are some patterns. It doesn't need to be particularly well defined. It just needs to be some leaf type natural shapes on your collage paper, like that. Okay, so put that to one side. Now I can never resist the temptation to do a ghost print, so I will pull a quick print off of this. Not that we need it for this project though. Print it on some tissue paper. You never know when this could be useful for another collage project, so it's always worth doing. So that's that collage paper. I'm just going to leave that to one side, and I'm just going to clean off this paper, this plate now. I always say you can clean your plate with, well, you can clean your plate with two things really. One, water. Most of the time water works just fine. But also if you want to give it a really deep clean, it's a good idea to use some baby oil, because that tends to give it a really good cleaning. Clean even the dirt you can't see off the plate. But on this occasion I'm just going to use some water because that should take it off. I know sometimes I actually don't clean the plate because I quite like the bits that come through in each print, but today I am cleaning it. Okay. All right, so you want this to dry before you can move on to the next stage. For the next part of the print, I'm going to use some more delicate things. So I want things that are going to leave nice lines and clean shapes. So I've got this, it's called Lapsana. I've got some cow parsley. I've got these grasses. And all of those should work really well for what I'm going to do. So just leave them to one side. And I'm also going to use some Payne's grey paint. So I want something dark for this stage. Okay, so you just want a little bit of paint in the middle of your plate. And if you just roll that out onto your plate. Like I said before, it's a good idea to have all your pieces of foliage ready to go, so it's quite quick getting them on. Okay. So I'm just going to place them onto my plate and try and make sure that it's nice and full. Go. There we go. And then I want some tissue paper to press down on top of this. So the reason I'm using tissue paper is because it gets down right in between all of the bits of the plant and leaves a really well-defined image. If you use paper, it's a little bit stiffer, so you don't get quite between all the parts of the plant. And I find that if I just press down like this with my hand, I can usually get between all the bits of the plant, get a nice image. Don't forget the corners either. I have a habit of forgetting the corners. Oh, we've got a cat that's come to join us now. Okay, right. So next stage, you just want to pull it back. That should hopefully have got like a nice defined image. Just pull that back. I actually printed it over the top of the ghost print we did earlier. And it actually leaves quite a nice pattern behind it. So leave that to one side, and then we'll pull all of this foliage off the plate. And the next stage, you want this to dry onto the plate. So all these dark images, you want them to dry. And I'll show you why afterwards. The other thing, sometimes the plants disintegrate as you're using them, because I've used these quite a lot now, and they'll leave little bits on the plate, so you can just pick them off. If you use your hands, you run the risk of wiping something off the plate that you don't want to. The other thing you could do is try, if there are bits that you don't want, like here there's a little bit of a dark patch in the middle of the plate, you can just wipe that off with a bit of damp cloth. If there are any bits that you don't really want, that you want it to look a bit cleaner, then you can wipe them off. Good way of doing it is with a cotton bud, but I'm not going to be too perfectionist about this though, because sometimes I quite like some of the marks, but we'll just get away the worst bits. There we go. So now I'm going to leave this bit to dry, and I'll show you what to do next in a minute. Okay, so I've let the plate dry, and you can see when it's dried off, you can tell by touching it that, I mean, I would touch the sides to begin with, but you can see it's not coming off of my hand now. So you want to use your matte fluid medium again, and if you just pour some of that onto the plate, I'm going to use a different roller for this, and just roll it out evenly across your plate. You need it to be nice and wet so it picks up everything across your plate, like that. Okay. So then make sure you've got your little collage the right way round, and you want to put it right in the middle, like that. And to just hold it down a little bit more, you just want to add a piece of paper on top, like that. And you smooth it down, and I would actually advise that you leave this for a few hours. So what I'm going to do is leave it probably overnight, put a magazine or some books on top, and then I'll come back to it in the morning and see what I've got. Okay, so I've left it overnight and I piled some magazines up on top of it. So now is the moment of truth. So I'm just going to take the magazines away and then peel off the sheet of paper that we put on the top. Okay, some people like to do this the other way around. Maybe I'll do it. You can see the pattern on the plate if you peel off the paper from the back. So you just want to gently pull it back. And if you think that it's left anything behind on the plate, you could put it back down again and just put a bit more liquid medium on here. But I think it seems to be all right. It seems to be pulling okay. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so there's the finished piece. The good thing as well about it, when you do it this way, is that it makes the paper where you've put all your card and everything, it flattens everything really nicely. So yeah, I quite like. I mean, you can trim it down so that it's exact edges, but I actually quite like the torn edges on it. So yeah, that's how you do it. If you've enjoyed what you've seen today, please like, please subscribe, and please comment as well. I'd love to hear from you. If you're interested in gel printing or collage, I have absolutely tons of videos on YouTube, so please check out my YouTube channel. Thanks, bye.